Well, first of all, Abrus precatorius L has a lot of advantages for health. When I was a kid, my mom used to give me this Abrus tea that she created from the leaves to heal my throat ache. And you know what? It worked. And it was really sweet, so I had this idea to mix this healthy and sweet sensation into one thing, that is an ice cream. Because why? When I did a research, they say that Abrus precatorius has a substance called abrusoside, and abrusoside is different from sugar. So abrusoside is healthy. No, it's not bad like glucose. So diabetics can consume this ice cream, and I think it's a really good idea because some of my family members are diabetics and they really love ice cream, but they can't eat it because it contains a lot of sugar. So I hope that by creating this allicator ice cream, they can enjoy ice cream just like the rest of us.
The species of Abrus precatorius L from the family Fabaceae, also famously known as crab's eye, is widely feared for its poisonous seeds, those red and black beads that look like crab eyes. Although these seeds are frequently used for bracelets and prayer beads, only very little people take notice of their sweet-tasting leaves. Abrus precatorius L grows easily in most soils, from forests, fields, and even your own garden. It grows in almost all places under 300 meters above sea level. In this project, I would like to create ice cream using Abrus precatorius L as a natural sweetener with other natural ingredients. This herb has a lot of medical uses, including anti-inflammatory effects. Its other use is a medicine for cough and oral ulcerations. Therefore, by eating this ice cream, consumers will not get sick, but gain health and a refreshed body to start a new day. This is great for tropical countries, especially Indonesia, which has a high temperature. People from children to those who are aged will love this new ice cream concept. This ice cream will be the new healthy lifestyle.
Hello everybody! I am Geraldine, and today I am going to show you the process of making allicator ice cream, which is my idea for a promising business opportunity. You are staring at our main ingredient right here, which is Abrus precatorius L. Now, the first phase is to reap the leaves. Who knows that from these leaves, we can get an amazing advantage for our health and also a taste of amazing sweetness.
According to Medicinal Plants Image Database from School of Chinese Medicine in 2012, the leaves, which we will focus on, contain 3 important components, which are abrusoside, xyloid, galactose.
What is abrusoside? Abrusoside is a natural intense sweetener that is 150 until 300 times sweeter than sugar. That is why, in the making of our ice cream, the usage of sugar will not be necessary because the abrusoside contained in this itself is really sweet. So that is why we will not be using sugar. So our ice cream is called healthy and sugarless ice cream. Now the contents of abrusoside, which is why the Abrus leaves are sweet, can be extracted using methanol, but in our experiment we will not be using methanol because we will be extracting these, using these as a whole. So I think this is enough, so we'll continue to the next part. Come on!
Besides abrusoside, it contains xylose, which is sweet, antibacterial, and antifungal. It is proved to have prevented cancer in the digestive system. Not only that, Abrus precatorius L also has galactose, which helps the immune system stay strong.
I am right now at the lab. We are going to do a glucose test for our Abrus leaves to see if they contain glucose.
The stuffs needed for today's test are as follows:
some Abrus leaves, sugar, glucose, Benedict solution. Here we have a mortar and pestle, a Bunsen burner, 2 spatulas, reaction tubes, and a clamp.
The first thing to do is to take a reaction tube and put some glucose in it. This glucose will act as a comparison factor, so we really need it in this experiment. After adding glucose, add some water. Shake it for a while until it is well mixed. Replace it to the counter. Take another reaction tube, but this time add sugar. The objective of this experiment is to see the difference and the result of the glucose test between glucose, sugar, and Abrus. As usual, add water. Mix it well. Replace it to the rack.
Now we are going to take the Abrus leaves and grind it. Add some water.
Grind the leaves until you can see that the water turns into a pale shade of green. Keep doing so until they are all extracted.
We are going to put it in a reaction tube now. I think that's enough.
Add 8 drops of Benedict solution into the glucose mixture, and then use the clamp to hold the reaction tube and heat it. We would like to see if the color changes, so you should always pay attention to the color. As you can see, it is light blue. It is now rather green and is yellow. Right now it is orange. Now in the sugary water, also add 8 drops of Benedict solution, and then use the clamp to hold the reaction tube, and you can heat it again. We will also pay attention to the color difference after the reaction with the Benedict. It is now still light blue, but it's rather turquoise. We always have to wait until it reaches 100 degrees Celsius. As you can see, it is now colored green.
Our last test will be for the Abrus leaves. As the last two tests, we will be adding 8 drops of Benedict. And then we shall heat it to see the difference. As you can see, there is no glucose because the color has changed only a bit, which means that the glucose contained in this is very little or almost none at all. You can see the differences between the 3 colors. The orange one means it contains a lot of glucose. The yellow one, the sugar, means that it has a little bit glucose. And this one, it has almost no glucose. Okay guys, our experiment is done and now I am going to write the results of our glucose test. Let's see. This one, it's glucose. Before this, it was transparent. And when we added this, it turned light blue. But after we heated it, it turned orange. This one, it's sugar. Before we heated it, it is a murky shade of white and cream. And after we added the Benedict, it became light blue. But after we heated it, it looks different. See? It is a yellow. It's kind of yellow-green. And the last one, our Abrus extract. Before this, it was light green, and then when we added the Benedict solution, it became this green, but after we heated it, it is still this green, so it means that it contains no glucose. Okay, I guess that's all. So that is all for our glucose test. Well, I think we have succeeded and I will see you later in our kitchen. Well, you can totally be sure that alligator ice cream is sugarless and healthy. Because why? The abrusoside contained in this ice cream is really sweet. I have to say that I am proud of it because it has succeeded in making my ice creams really sweet without sugar. When I first tried it, you feel that the taste is rather, normal. But then when it reaches the tip of your tongue, it turns out to be really sweet, and you just love the natural taste because it's not too sweet like sugars, essence, and flavoring stuff like that. So I think it's really awesome because it's completely sugarless. Hello everybody! It's Geraldine and welcome to Geraldine's Kitchen! Now we are ready to start phase 2, which is the making of our ice cream. Here, as you can see are the ingredients for Allicator ice cream. 80 grams of Abrus precatorius leaves. 300 milliliters of full cream fresh milk. 300 milliliters of dairy whipping cream with 35% fat. 4 eggs, yolks only. And 1 tablespoon of flour. As you can see, we will be using 80 grams of the Abrus leaves, but we will immediately mix it with this milk right here by using this blender.
In my last experiment, the water from the Abrus extract makes the ice cream rather icy. So by doing this method, the ice cream substance will not contain too much water.
So I'll just pour the whole milk. As you can see, it is now a beautiful shade of green, so it is ready to be used.
After blending the leaves with milk, prepare a sieve to separate the green substance from the rest waste.
So this is the leaves waste, and I'm trying to get the whole extract out, so you can see that this is green because the leaves are green. And I'm going to press this until it's really, really dry. See, this is the extract, it's the waste of the leaves. Now I'm going to take a tablespoon of flour and add it into the egg yolks. After that, I'm gonna whisk it.
Use the mixer to whisk the eggs until the mixture is thick and pale colored. After doing so, prepare your whipping cream. In my proposal, I used the double cream, but after realizing that it contains too much fat, I decided to use whipping cream with 35% fat in it.
Right now, we need to mix the cream and Abrus milk together while heating them until it reaches 90 degrees Celsius. It has now reached 90 degrees Celsius, so we can turn off the fire and pour it into the egg mixture.
Now we shall whisk the Abrus cream and the eggs to make the mixture thick and even creamier.
Hello again, guys! Finally, our mixture is done. Now I'm going to let it cool for a while before putting it into a Ziploc bag, which will be used to freeze our mixture. Look, guys! I present to you Allicator ice cream. Well, it's not yet frozen, so I'm going to put it in the freezer. To wait for 2 hours and see what happens next. I just got this out of the freezer and now I am going to use my hand blender to make the texture even creamier because when I touch it, it feels like chunks of ice. Now we are first going to remove it to this glass compartment so it will be easier to mix. Look, guys, the color is so tempting and delicious. You can keep doing this until the texture of the ice cream is exactly like what you want it. I think the texture is soft and smooth enough for us to continue to the next phase. So I'll put this in the freezer once more time before replacing it into our Allicator ice cream cups. Of course, the reason is that it is so easy to plant and produce Abrus leaves in a larger scale. And the other ingredients are all natural and they're really easy to find because it's just like milk, cream, and stuff like that, eggs. So I think when we make it, the cost is so low so that when you sell it to public, you will get loads of profit. And no one has come up with this idea before, so we are the first. I am the first person to be in this business, in the ice cream made of Abrus precatorius business. So I think it's really, really a promising business opportunity. Well. I just finished making the list of estimated cost for Allicator healthy and sugarless ice cream. After doing a calculation, I have decided that the Abrus precatorius leaves are free because I took it from my own herbarium. And for 300 milliliters of fresh milk, we need 3,450 rupees. The dairy whipping cream, we need 18,000 to buy 300 milliliters of it.
And for the eggs, we need 4 yolks. It's about 5,000. And flour, maybe 100 rupiah is enough. So the total is 26,550 for 700 grams. So after dividing it, the cost needed for 1 gram is 37 rupiahs. It's really cheap, right? And so 1 container of allicator ice cream, like this one here, each containing 28 grams, is 1,061 rupiahs. That is why I think that this product will get a lot of profit, because it's really cheap and you can sell it to people and, you know, just take maybe 200% of profit and people will always buy it because it's really cheap and it's healthy. So I guess that's all. Remember that it's estimated and there are still other things to think about, like for example electricity and stuff like that, but this is an estimated cost. That's all for today, and goodbye. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Karen Geraldine, 10th grade student of SMAK 6 Penabur, and this is my product, Allicator Healthy and Sugarless Ice Cream.